Hey, I'm Cameron. And this is
And I'm
Super Lilly Bros.
Christian.
Dadgummit!
Okay. Enough joking around.
Joking around,
Enough-
I'm sure.
Enough silly play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some decency on our show, okay?
It's okay, fine.
We're gonna get serious today.
Yes. For our very serious movie.
We haven't had a whole lot of depth on our channel.
Yeah, so far.
So let's watch something serious today.
Yeah,
okay?
we need to watch. I mean, this is like the definition of an artistic Oscar bait film. You know what I mean?
Yes. I of course am talking about the Oscar-nominated Space Jam.
Space Jam. Yes.
We're watching Space Jam.
We're watching Space Jam. Oh, man.
Is that Baby Michael?
Yeah, that's little baby Michael. They actually started filming this movie in 1973. Can you believe it?
And the humility of not bringing it up in the behind the scenes. That is so humble of them.
I'm very impressed with their meekness and their just ability to hold back. If I was Michael Jordan and I knew that I was going to be starring in a basketball film, I would have brought that up when I started applying for the NBA.
Yeah, that's the difference between you and everyone else.
That's the difference between me and everyone else.
You know, I don't like scenes like this. There's like a scene with some incredible person, and then there's a childhood scene where it's just hey, keep your head up and shoot for your dreams. And she's like, I will. And then it's 20 years later, and it's that was the reason they're so excellent.
Here's
at their
this
craft.
generic advice that doesn't apply to you specifically, but is just a general principle that is true for some people.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so personally inspired. Does that mean I can be president? No.
Train to shoot low, kid.
Bugs Bunny? That's not Bugs Bunny.
I absolutely love that they don't have the actual people that play characters in the credits. They're like, Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote. The person who actually voice acted didn't get paid. They just kind of sent a check off to Bugs Bunny.
They didn't tell the voice actors that until they saw the final product. And everyone's just looking around what the...
What'd I get left out? Oh my gosh. So you have you seen this movie all the way through?
I'm about to find out. I cannot remember if I've seen this all the way through.
Really?
Because I remember seeing bits and parts when I was a kid.
Really?
So I can tell you a few scenes that happened, but
yeah,
I have absolutely no idea if I've seen it through.
Well, of course, I was a 90s kid. And so, for me, I grew up with this movie.
I did, too.
Yeah?
This, came on, Cartoon Network and stuff.
Did it
when
really?
I was a kid.
I didn't even remember that. I just remember watching this on VHS along with, Brave Little Toaster and All Dogs Go to Heaven and...
Back in the early archives of...
Yeah. The ancient of days.
Deepest memories.
Yeah.
The thing is... I always felt like this was an amazing movie, so with no authority at all, I would jump on people on Twitter that say this movie actually isn't good. I'm you shut your dirty mouth. Even though I don't even know if I've seen the whole thing.
So you're saying you were just a standard Twitter user?
Yes. I just threw my brain in the trash as soon as I log on.
Welcome to Twitter. Please check your brain at the door.
Yes.
And get a microphone to yell at someone else.
Yeah.
Man, people who get on the internet to share their opinions all the time are really idiotic. Don't you think, Christian?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Without the presence of the secretary. Oh my gosh. The first thing that really strikes me when I watch this is it is just insanely 90s. Painfully 90s.
This is the most 90s title of a movie I've ever heard.
Space Jam!
Space Jam?
Okay,
NBA Jam? I get them confused constantly.
It's the perfect, peanut butter and jelly of this season where it's hey, what if we took these two really popular things and just kind of put them together? People would like that, right?
I think this could be put in a time vault for all of the culture of the 90s. This one product. And people would just get it.
Yeah, people just put this movie and like a Hot Pocket, a Pop-Tart, and
some old fruit roll-ups.
Some old fruit roll-ups and a Will Smith rap album.
Yes. That is insanely, especially mediocre.
Yeah.
Well, do you know where this movie came from?
Space. It's in the title.
This movie was inspired by a sneakers commercial originally.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Some old, I don't know if Cartoon Network was the thing back then. I don't know what it aired on, but there were some sneaker commercials that blew up. And they made the movie just based on that.
Huh.
I think it was some kind of Jordan commercial.
Yeah.
So like Michael Jordan was actually like in it, like kind of like Lucky Charms, where he's like in every like sequence of like commercials.
Oh yeah. He was like the mascot.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Well, it was a good idea. It's kind of like, you know those old Geico commercials with the caveman?
No, never heard of it.
Have you really never heard of those?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay. Did you know they almost made a TV series based off of those commercials?
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It sounds like a really idiotic idea, but
Freedom
now that
in America,
I know that
Freedom in America was a mistake.
liberty was a mistake.
Yeah.
We should have a king.
I think it's funny when you see like how like when you look at the first scene, it's like very like wholesome, like coming of age, like very realistic, and then like screen wipe it and like you're watching like Darkwing Duck or something like that. Like they just go all out with like the cartoony stuff.
Well, and it's like it's also this really wholesome like coming of age, like, wow, he really did it. He did become a basketball star. And or like
as
one
if
of those,
you don't know who Michael Jordan is.
Yeah, we all know the story. And then, how did he sit on the remote and 20 billion different versions of Looney Tunes came on the TV?
Because that man has a dump truck. Tell you what.
Oh, he is thick with 2 C's. That's definitely Danny DeVito. There's no way that's not Danny DeVito.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought Danny DeVito played someone else in this movie.
Who else did you think it was?
Isn't there like a fat guy with glasses?
That's, the guy who plays Newman in Seinfeld is in this.
I don't watch Seinfeld.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's the fat guy that you're thinking.
Well, it's somebody that's in my mind that I know who it is, and I've seen him before.
Yeah, the fat guy from Seinfeld.
Whenever I like see someone,
yeah,
I just assume that's Danny DeVito, like that.
When you see anyone who's overweight, you assume it's Danny
someone
DeVito.
that's short, fat, is like really gross and disgusting, and is wearing glasses. My mind just replaces that person with Danny DeVito.
You're totally getting canceled on Twitter.
Everyone else has said it already. So he's playing baseball?
Yeah.
Am I getting catfished here?
You know he had like a career in baseball and golf as well, right?
Yeah, but was he like good?
I don't know anything about sports, but from what I hear, he was all right, but he was not as good as he is at basketball. Okay, how does an audience react to a cartoon spaceship?
Everyone's just like, whoa, all right, what are we doing for dinner?
That's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. They look like they were left in the sun for a month.
Yeah, they look like little alien raisins.
Yeah. They look like the big guy, but like was left on the sidewalk.
Yeah. You know what's really funny about this movie? I just realized just now.
What's that?
It came out in 1996, and it's just now occurring to me. It's named what? Space Jam. No
there
part
was
of
a
this
stunning
movie,
lack of space.
There's like I get that they're aliens, but all of the movie takes place on Earth, other than literally the opening like 3 minutes.
Well, it was good enough because nobody noticed.
I guess
nobody has said a word.
Just now, I'm like, I mean, I guess Earth is technically in space, but that's about as far as we
They're
go.
underground right now.
Yeah, there's this
This is as far away from space as you could possibly get.
This should be called Subterranean Jam.
Journey to the center of the
jam.
With
instead of Michael Jordan's Wayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Beat it to the curb with Dwayne Johnson starring and everything.
Oh gosh, man! I can't believe we got Black Adam in this movie.
Yeah. Just a tad ahead of your time.
You know, I gotta say, after watching the new Space Jam and then watching this one, it is just so wonderful to watch a movie about the Looney Tunes that's actually about the Looney Tunes.
You know what?
What?
This is going to be the hottest take in history of time.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate the new one.
I didn't hate it either. But I definitely...
Well, we are alone. Yeah. Let me just tell you that.
I didn't like it at all, but I didn't hate it. I feel really neutral on it.
Okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Space Jam movies aren't supposed to be, like, great.
Yeah.
It's about Michael Jordan... And this movie's about Michael Jordan taking the time out of his busy celebrity life to act for a few minutes, which is wholesome in and of itself.
That's true.
In a movie about basketball with Looney Tunes characters. Nothing about that's supposed to be quality. It's just fun.
Yeah, but here's what you don't understand, Christian. I have nostalgia for this movie, and I just saw the other movie for the first time. So that makes this movie better.
These movies are the final straw to solve the ancient debate of Jordan versus LeBron. This is the final marker. And the answer is neither of them.
The answer is no.
Yes.
I definitely do prefer this one to the other one. And one of the reasons is I do definitely think that, like, when I was watching the newer one, I felt like they were almost ashamed of the Looney Tunes characters.
Really?
Yeah, and also Bugs Bunny comes across as really pathetic instead of, like, Bugs Bunny, no matter what the situation is, he always seems like he's slightly ahead of the game and is always, like...
Yeah.
And in that movie, it's like he dies at the end. Sorry for spoilers, but also, like...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he, like, technically dies at the end.
I completely blocked that out in my brain that even happened.
And I'm like, what? What are you doing? Who let this happen?
Yeah, my thing with that movie, I think it was really fun. Like, I just think a Space Jam movie should just be fun.
Yeah.
And just, like, I think, like, I thought the Looney Tunes were pretty fun in, like, the last, like, basketball game, like the title game. I thought that was pretty good.
That was a great time. I loved, like, the crazy, like, video gaminess of it. I thought that was a cool...
Yeah, I like that, too.
Premise.
I just didn't like all the shoehorning of the Warner Bros. Properties. I thought that was the main thing that made it, like, not a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, other than that, it seemed like it was, like, decent and it was having a good time with itself.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same page as you. I'm like, that's like a 6.5 for me, that movie.
Yeah.
But this one is like simultaneously, it's like a 7.5 for me, but also a negative, like, 10.
It's just so wholesome to see Michael Jordan just trying.
Just trying, doing his,
It's bad. It's like, okay, it's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's bad, but that's the appeal. That's why you like it.
You're going to need to explain that statement to the audience.
Star Wars prequels.
Okay, yeah.
I guess a little bit of the original, but, like, the acting is, like...
The campiness, the...
Mostly just the acting is, like... It's hammy. It's not good.
I hate sand.
But, like... I like that stuff.
Yeah. Like
I eat that stuff out with a spoon.
It's just wonderful to behold.
Yes.
In and of itself. But I don't know. I don't think you should be knocking Michael Jordan's acting in this. You know that he's a method actor, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. You didn't know that? It's the craziest thing. You think, he just kind of hammed it up or whatever. He really, really got into this movie.
Like, I need to watch it closer.
Yeah, his preparation for this movie was insane. As part of his preparation, he actually played 9 years of professional basketball and won 3 national championships.
Yeah, okay.
The Looney Tunes invade Vietnam.
Funny, right?
Yeah, that's funny, right?
Share that on Reddit or whatever you have.
That seems like a good time to bring up. You should like and subscribe.
Yeah. Just searching all over God's creation for that segue.
Did that offend you? Great. Please write your offense down in the comments.
We'd love to hear about it. Down in the comments below.
Are you still mad and don't feel like you've gotten out all of your anger? Make sure to click on the next video and comment on that one too.
Want to see more stuff that pisses you off? Got a whole channel. Sure, check us out.
Come to Super Lilly Bros for humor that just kind of toes the line but never quite crosses it.
Yeah. We will dance on the edge, but we will never fall.
That's the brand.
Yep. I know it's like a suspension of disbelief type thing.
Yeah.
But like, come on. They're like the only way we could possibly save the world.
Is by playing basketball.
Is by seeing this one basketball game that they just discovered for the first time. They even make a point of that in the new one. They're like, hey, we could like actually get some like powerful people like, you know, the Iron Giant or like Superman. And LeBron is like, shut up! We gotta get a perfect team together.
Fundamentals.
Yeah.
Gotta give them the razzle dazzle. That really is an absolutely absurd premise. Like, we're gonna save the world through a game of basketball.
Yeah. Then they get like trapped in that decision for the rest of the movie.
Like, I don't see why they couldn't just be like, you know what? Actually, could we just like fight you in a game of anvil toss? Like, we are amazing at surviving anvils.
They go to like a piano duel or something. Flubber, surprise guests.
Hey,
he didn't even do anything yet. Why are they booing him?
Watching someone who's amazing at basketball try really hard to look like he's bad at basketball.
I feel like they just took his cognitive functions away from him in general.
Yeah, man, that wasn't a basketball thing. Like that guy needs like a wheelchair or something. Like
they do something serious, like really serious to him.
Like
he's just on the ground foaming at the mouth.
They're like, oh man, he's not good at basketball anymore. He's like, no, he needs help.
Yeah. You see the guy's a paraplegic now, like in a wheelchair, has like a robot voice.
They give him back his basketball powers at the end, but he's still like lobotomized.
His wife like leaves him.
I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I've been coming and reading books to you in the hospital for years. He just sits. You see him just sitting there in the hospital bed, and like a single tear going down.
And he has just like a complete emotionless face. He can't move his face, and then just a tear comes
a single
from
tear
his cheek.
Down his cheek. Man, maybe we really should have challenged them to a game of basketball.
Yeah. We swear we were just trying to do a bit.
We did not know the collateral damage that we would cause. We didn't count the cost. Look what he's doing. Did you see him trying to play this now?
Wait, hold on.
He like had a conniption. Lost their depth perception.
That's like Patrick Star bit.
Look like he's not even like walking anymore. It's like, yeah, everyone's concerned about their basketball game. Like someone needs to like. There is a very serious medical issue that is taking place.
But they put like Looney Tunes sound effects, so it's fun. Yeah.
As he's like trying to like get into his wheelchair and is pathetically like not able to do it.
As he just like forgets how to stand, hits the ground.
Falls down an entire flight of stairs, breaks every bone in his body. Wah, 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 wow. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Did they challenge them to a game of basketball to avoid being enslaved? And none of them had played basketball before?
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
I knew that the aliens hadn't. I forgot that the Looney Tunes had never played basketball.
I think it's funny that that's basically the plot of this movie, and that's the plot of the new one as well. They're like, uh-oh, we forgot how to play basketball again.
We forgot how to play basketball. That movie's almost certainly a different continuity, though, because there's also, like, a planet called Looney Tune in that one.
I guess that was more space heavy.
Wow, that was actually a Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
We found it.
Okay, so I'm just going to point this out. There's nothing about the original basketball players that they stole the skills from that should make them look like the freaking gargoyles.
Yeah, I know.
The Disney Channel
that one's
show.
just dumb. That one was like perfectly fine before he took like the steroid stuff.
What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad? Guys, okay, I've been writing this script for 3 weeks now, and I still can't figure out how to introduce the name of these villains. Have you tried doing it organically? No.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be crazy. Oh, I forgot Bill Murray's in this.
Yeah, he's in this, and he's actually, like, surprisingly, like, extremely important to the end of the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's like...
Does he, like, save the day at the end?
Yeah, he saves the day at the end of the movie. It's like, Bill Murray has, like, this one cameo, and you're like, oh, cool, you know, they have a Bill Murray cameo. And then it's like, at the end of the movie, he's, like, the saving grace of the film.
Because I feel like this part, like, feels like they came to Bill Murray.
Like, Bill Murray was just
he was
golfing.
he was on vacation. He's just way too big now.
It's like, oh god, these cameras.
Yeah. He doesn't even sound like he has like a script. I feel like if I remember right, like every line he has feels like completely improvised.
Well, it's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
That's kind of his thing. I almost feel like part of this movie too was to try and advertise to the audience. Or even like in the contract they were like, okay, we're gonna do a basketball movie about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's like, you know, I played a lot of golf and a lot of baseball too, and I feel like people always overlook that and forget it, so we have to include them in the movie.
Okay, then we'll write in the plot that you're getting terrible at those things, and then we'll go back to the basketball. Just sign here, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, man. Another one of the funniest things in this movie is the idea that Michael Jordan's house is like this normal house in suburbia.
Yeah, I know.
like they're like, oh, well, he wouldn't be likable if he had this giant mansion, so we gotta give him like this normal house.
His TV was like 2 by 3 feet.
Yeah, there's no way.
You see what I'm talking about?
They only had one take on that line. There's no way they had 2 takes.
This is the
On It
quintessential, like, hey, Bill, say something funny. You're funny, right?
He's alive. I don't know if
Can I get the context for the movie or something? No, just say something.
Just say it was alive.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that old tech alert. Look at that camera.
And action. All right.
That's like the second time in this movie where like something absolutely over the top happened.
They just forget to react.
They just forget to react to it. Like
they really are not paying anybody anything in this movie.
Like a cartoon spaceship flew over the that stadium, and everyone was just like, "Huh, that was a little weird." Huh?
They just figured out that not only is there alien life, but there is some kind of second dimension that they come from. And everyone was like,
"That looks like
wow.
their cartoons."
Yeah, and everyone like looked like it was some kind of like shooting star or something. It was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Man, that's really nifty.
It's hard to believe that all this is completely practical effects.
It really is crazy.
Very dedicated.
You would think it looks fake because it absolutely looks fake.
Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm talking?
Reaction. What's going on here?
For some reason, I'm still remember you like saying he's a great actor in this movie.
Yeah, no, he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It's particularly funny because Michael Jordan in a movie would always be really funny because he's just not an actor trying to act, and that's gonna mean like, you know, him saying lines very straightforward and him not putting much, you know, emphasis on lines and that kind of thing. But it's particularly hilarious when it's juxtaposed with the freaking Looney Tunes, who of course are like, wah! Like wacky and over the top.
Yeah. But it works though.
Oh no, it works.
I don't know why.
It just creates this zany humor that's just like, this should not work, but here it's the peanut butter and jelly.
Yep.
The peanut butter and jelly.
Could you at least take the umbrella hat off, Bill? It's really ruining the shots.
My wife gave this to me. She won't let me take it off.
Bill doesn't even pay attention to them. He just keeps going about his day.
If she watches this movie and sees that I'm not wearing the umbrella hat.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I have a lot of marriage problems going on at home.
It's gonna be a riot. That delivery was magnificent.
Someone give Sylvester an Oscar for that one.
I think Sylvester said something really controversial in the new one, too.
Really?
I think... Is he the one that mistakes Michael B. Jordan for Michael Jordan? And Sylvester just gets like labeled racist from now on.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but oh man, I hope that's true.
Somebody better do something about that, boy.
The other thing I noticed is there's got to be something going on with the green screen for them to do the cartoons, because almost every line that Jordan has is like either really far away or really pressed up close to his face.
Jordan is basically not in a room with anyone right now. He's in a green room by himself, looking at nothing.
I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head. I'm just going to have to think about...
God, I can't believe this is practical.
The practical effect is insane. Look at him.
No wonder it got a nomination, dude.
Legendary. Move over, Roger Rabbit. This is the best integration of cartoons in real life I've ever seen. I'm not going to be able to see that now.
I think they had to edit the characters wherever he was looking at the time.
Yeah, he didn't even really spend much time on the movie. He just was he walked into a studio for 30 minutes.
That's him looking at the script. He's holding the script right now.
He couldn't memorize that line, so they're like, okay, just put Tweety Bird in his hand.
Yeah. He just looked at the camera. You want to do another take, Jordan?
No, we're
No, I gotta do celebrity stuff.
I'm busy selling Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm busy selling '90s products at the time.
Busy selling 90s products at the time.
Why is he telling a therapist about
the therapist
how he can't play basketball?
Like this.
Someone's just at a church praying in a Catholic confessional.
They got a rosary, over them.
Yeah.
Wait, in the back of the therapist's room, they have a picture of the Scream painting.
A what?
The Scream painting. You know the one where where it's they've got two hands over there. There's actually a Catholic scene.
Wait. I was looking at you.
Yeah, there's the Scream painting. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Why do they have that in the therapist's office?
What is it a picture of?
A Man Screaming. It's a really famous movie.
That, yeah.
Yeah, that'll really reassure someone who's going through therapy. Let's make sure we put one of the most disorienting, uncomfortable pictures ever.
I'm pretty sure they had that picture in the new It as a jump scare.
Did they really?
Or something like that.
I can't believe they have an actual guy in a church praying scene after you said
Your Honor, I haven't seen this in over 20 years.
Oh, Slicer Jim. Okay, so Slicinger was really influential in the cartoon era for making cartoons at Warner Brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a reference. I can't remember his first name, of course, but...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is the line where everything just stops being family friendly.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, what if we created a new character for the new Looney Tunes thing?
Well, it's really not subtle.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Let's create a new character. Oh, cool. So you want a new wacky character?
Yeah.
Nah. What if we introduced a new Looney Tune who was just insanely sexual?
Yeah.
What?
Can we do that?
We shouldn't do that, right?
Unfortunately, this is probably the biggest reason people come back.
Who greenlit this?
Not including myself, of course. Is this Lola Bunny's debut?
Yeah, no, this is the first time she appeared. They created her for this movie.
Does this man have a torso? Did you see how high his pants were?
It's the 1990s. Humans didn't have torsos in the 1990s.
Yeah. I would disagree, but I was born in 99, so...
Yeah, well, I was born in 94.
I have no way of knowing.
It was
I'll
really
just take you at your word blindly.
It was 6 hard years of having no torso.
Yeah.
That's why I was so short back then.
Just in the 90s. Before the 90s, there was a weird gap in history.
That's what they're referring to when they say Y2K, you know.
Of course, yeah.
See, like, look, this is Michael Jordan's house, and this is canonically after he has been a champion in basketball.
He's just with his, like, side family.
Yeah. This strikes me as like a Christmas commercial almost. This little part, the little girl, she sees the shadows. Oh my god!
Replace these two with the M&Ms.
Oh my gosh! It totally is that. It's actually really weird for them to try and like paint the Looney Tunes as like these magical, like special creatures for like one scene in this movie.
Yeah.
And just remember that like 5 minutes before this, Michael Jordan was yelling at a green screen while Sylvester said, "We have balls."
We have balls. They knew what they were doing, dude.
They knew what they were doing. There's no way. Someone was in this movie who was just a yes man greenlighting things.
There always is.
There always is. Beat up the dog, kids.
Sorry, we trained him to attack cartoon characters. We're really sorry.
I know that's a little racist, but
yeah, it's anti-racist.
I do not remember this scene.
Are we watching the extended cut?
This is the Zack Snyder extended cut of
yeah,
Looney Tunes.
Zack Snyder's.
People have been ever since the new Space Jam came out. People have been like rioting on Twitter. Release the Snyder cut of Space Jam.
Yeah, the director's been demanding his own full cut of this movie.
My art will not be squelched.
I'm tired of people saying it's not good. You just haven't seen my true vision.
Holy crap! Can we just give some applause to Newman, who took some time out of his day to dig up an entire golf course in like 3 hours or whatever it was?
How does he know? Oh, has he been looking for Michael Jordan?
Yeah, he's been looking for Michael Jordan this whole time. Oh, there's some 90s. Whew, there's the 90s. I can feel it.
Good old callbacks.
Ooh, that hurts.
They're sprinkled very, very, like, sparsely throughout the movie.
You know how in BoJack Horseman, like, there will be lines that's like, they'll be listening to a song and it's like, you know, we're in the 90s, or, like, they'll have, like, flashbacks that are overt, and they'll have, like, these overt references to it being that decade.
Yeah.
Space Jam feels like it's making fun of the 90s.
Yeah.
Even though it's just being part of the 90s.
Yeah. It feels like somebody from today trying to remember what the 90s was like by its biggest stuff during the 90s.
Yeah. And like, if you actually erased it and they were like, that's a little on the nose.
Yeah.
You know, like, we weren't all like this. So you see what I mean? Like, the movie is just way shorter than you think it is in your head. Like,
oh, are we here? Are we at the...
Yeah, this is welcome to the third act. Here we are. Like, it's just one of those movies that, like, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid versus now, I'll think these movies are, like, really long movies, and there's these really long arcs, and it'll just feel like you've been watching it forever, and then you go back and you watch it as an adult, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess this movie took, like, it feels like everything happens in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. I don't feel like the Looney Tunes have been in it that much, honestly.
I mean, they've definitely gotten a lot of hijinks done.
Yeah.
They did the spit shine. Sylvester reminded them that they have balls.
I don't think they've been in it more than the new one so far. Because in the new one, they approximately were in it for, like, a few jokes, and then they would leave the scene.
Well, in this one, everyone gets, like, a line or a moment. Like, in the new one, it's like, they have one moment where they're running around, and, where they're running around and they play, what is this? What is this?
These... absolute horn dogs in the crowd.
And in the new one, they have like one scene where they play basketball like the Looney Tunes, and they just stop, and it's like literally a 30-second moment. At the very beginning, it's just Bugs Bunny on the planet by himself, and he's going crazy, and he's not Bugs Bunny. He's very pathetic and weird.
Well, that was a very weird plot that they had to rescue everyone from like the franchises.
Yeah.
That always felt very, very weird.
Now, I say that, but it was absolutely worth it to see the Iron Giant sitting in the background of a basketball game.
That's what everybody says. They just, like, looked at the crowd for the whole game.
Yeah, the crowd was the best part of that movie.
Fate of the universe. Guys, the most important thing, let's have fun. They're
all enslaved for the rest of their lives. They get pulled off. Did we have fun, Jordan? Are you having fun? I'm glad you had fun, Michael Jordan.
They, like, end up winning. They're like, wait, guys. They look like they were having a lot of fun. Like,
all right,
we can't do this.
Chain us up.
Yeah.
They like play it as like a really like honorable moment where they intentionally just like they just T-pose and allow them to go past them.
Yeah.
So they can get the last basket of the game.
Yeah. Just very powerful moment.
Can I just point out that this is literally perfect to have Marvin Manhunter. Not Marvin Manhunter.
Marvin the Martian Manhunter.
The Martian Manhunter.
The Manhunter.
Being the ref for this game. Because he's from space, but also a Looney Tune, so he'd be impartial. Just another one of the genius strokes what this movie comes up with.
What?
Did he get that power from the basketball player?
Why is anybody playing basketball in this movie? That really grinds her gears, apparently.
Yeah, she does not like that. It's like her spinach. Like Popeye's spinach, you just call her doll.
Where's our Lola origin story?
Yeah, Lola needs a One Piece style origin story where you go back in time and you find out, like, oh, this horrible person.
I need a Lola origin story directed by Christopher Nolan with a very, very dark poster that just says Lola.
Lola. Lola, coming out October 13th. Once again, I don't think that Michael Jordan is taking this game nearly as seriously as they are. Like, he's like, you know, if we lose, I still get my paycheck for the movie. I go home to my second family and kids in my smaller house.
I would love to see if he was so in character. He was actually thought this was, like, very high stakes in the movie. You guys quit screwing around.
That you have to really be smelling for Danny DeVito's while he's smoking a cigar to smell you in a locker. This is their our Agent Coulson moment of this movie.
Oh, is he about to get murdered?
Yeah, they're gonna like screw him up, and it's gonna like motivate them to play harder.
Not the fat, lovable guy. I had very, very kind of connected feelings on him.
He had trading cards of you, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. It was actually a very normal thing. It wasn't weird at all. Millions upon millions of boys have those cards.
Oh man, he was one of my fans. But now I have to really take this game seriously.
It's just coke.
Yeah, it's literally just cocaine.
Yeah.
I can't stop seeing that he's just standing in a green screen, running around his hand as if he was fighting over a bottle.
Uh-oh. Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes take steroids to win a basketball game.
And local reports today, the win has in fact been removed from their record. That theme is remarkably similar to the Treasure Planet theme.
Oh, really?
Not that one.
Yeah. Terrible, terrible timing.
No, the ba da 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 da.
No, that's a different movie.
What is that?
I don't know, but
you can hear what I'm talking about. Like that movie.
Oh, that's How to Train Your Dragon.
That is.
Yeah,
You're totally right. That's how to play how to how to train your dragon.
Yeah. I would love it if this game had refs that have been trying to get their attention the whole time.
Guys, you can't do
that, guys.
None of this is...
How did you sneak a gun in here?
This is illegal. This isn't just against the basketball rules.
Yeah.
You can't shoot other players.
Just can't hear him over the crowd and the general Looney Tunes dynamite.
There was way too much jiggle in that trunk.
Yeah.
Just...
These creators are just a bunch of horn dogs,
They
dude.
really are. Like, they took something before they made this movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can imagine Michael Jordan's like, okay, now I want it to be a good, wholesome family film. All right. Like, maybe show the speech that, motivated me to become a basketball star. Okay. But I don't want any nonsense in this movie. I want it to be good, wholesome. All right, yeah, no problem.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. We have both.
Wait, what is this?
Been there.
Yeah. He probably didn't even have to paint it.
Okay, why did they even bother? Like, nice.
Yes.
Why did they even bother having the rest of the Looney Tunes there if Tweety Bird can literally take all of them in a fight? Why are they playing basketball?
Yeah.
Tweety Bird could fight
and
them all
furthermore,
by themselves. This definitely
didn't age.
Yeah, this didn't age well.
Age amazing. Not to say this was fine at the time either. It's not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that the same person who said yes to Lola Bunny probably said yes to that scene.
Does Bugs die in every single installment?
I just want to point out that Bugs has absolutely, suffered more fatal injuries in this movie alone.
I think it is absolutely hysterical that death-defying things happen all the time, and every once in a while it will happen to Bugs and he dies. That's twice now.
Yeah, the rules seem really inconsistent on this one.
I actually feel kind of sorry for this guy.
His uniform is really dirty. That is... I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I think he got blown up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, God, did he just get that out of the dirty laundry or something? Yeah.
Complete redemption.
Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst CGI moment of the movie. Are you ready?
Oh, I think I remember this.
This is truly the stuff of nightmares. Just that face right there. Oh no!
They didn't even have to do that much in post to make this look.
Oh gosh. Oh, that is unfortunate.
I really want to know what this guy's thoughts on this scene is. I always feel sorry for people that get cast in a movie and their character is fat and disgusting.
Yeah, that's the joke. You get it?
But they say that they oversay that in the movie.
Right,
and the guy's like, haha, yeah.
Do you get it? Because you're fat and disgusting.
Don't talk. Just let us
Fine.
Let us do physical humor too.
Fine, I'll sign the contract.
Yeah. I literally have to feed my kids, babe.
Here he is! I told you, out of literally nowhere.
This makes no sense.
I'd like to point out that they are not on the outer crust of Earth. This is inside of Looney Tune land, which means that Bill Murray had to go back to the golf course, go back and find the exact spot that they went down in, found a Looney Tunes Toon Squad costume or whatever, and then go and decide to play the game, assuming that he already knew about the stakes of the game.
And then come up with that, can I be of assistance line?
Can I be of assistance line? All right, well, he just got kicked out of the game.
I didn't even see who that was.
He was he was the ref, and he said, let's all play fair. And then he just, punched the ref. I was like, all right, well, you're out.
Just cut out the middleman.
Yeah, that's a red card.
Yep.
See ya. Yeah, that's how to train your dragon.
Okay,
that is literally how to train your dragon.
Yeah.
Why do they even have this moment with Bill Murray come in to save the day? He doesn't accomplish anything except for just give him another teammate. Yeah. Yes.
You know, Michael Jordan can actually do that with his body.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That is a whole new level of intensive training and just honing your body into.
You actually unlock that after you win 3 championships in a row.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Then I will never.
It's very rare.
I mean, it's so rare that it's just one of those things that I will never be able to definitively disprove.
Yeah.
You know.
Just believe me.
I do.
Yeah. No, seriously, just believe me.
I believe you.
If you just believe me, it'd make things a lot easier.
I do not doubt you. You seem very trustworthy on this subject. I don't play sports. You play some sports, so you're right.
You played rec league before, right?
Yeah.
You know everything there is to know about sports.
You played Wii Bowling, right?
Yeah, you.
Okay, that one in the blue is just high.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. Like, that dude's like, he's normally over behind the Wendy's, like, doing some business transactions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's actually a normal human. Believe it or not.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Newman becomes an amazing basketball star with all the combined skills of the rest of the team.
But he doesn't look any different, so it doesn't make a difference.
No one will hire him out of principle.
Yeah.
Who let this happen? Who approved this?
Bugs Bunny, you dog.
This is a basketball and Looney Tunes show for children.
That's weird. I feel like this movie has two sides. It's goofy basketball and horny. Every scene is one of those two. I never thought I'd say that.
Well, it's like really wholesome, like for the rest of the movie. It's like
it doesn't mix.
Yeah. That was
now everybody's amazed.
Yeah, like, whoa. That's the first time I've seen a cartoon spaceship before. Yeah. Once again, everyone's just like, yeah, Michael Jordan.
And then proceeds to play the worst game of his life that ends his career.
Because he just exhausted himself playing basketball with Looney Tunes. He, like, can't control the arm thing that makes it go too long and, like, like he's holding the bat, like, way too far out.
Who that?
I'd love
it. It's not even sunny.
I'd love it if the rest of these guys are just like this, where they're just kind of somewhat uncoordinated. And then there's that one guy we were talking about before. He's just like laying there comatose.
Yeah.
They've been dragging him around.
Quit messing around. Get up.
Frothing at the mouth.
Yeah. We didn't ask you to say that. Can you say just the line we gave you?
We just had to pay $7 million to Star Trek to have that line.
Yeah, the instant 2 milliseconds after that word was uttered, Star Trek's email just came out of nowhere. Like, that'll be $50 million.
Just an entire like truck of lawyers.
Yeah.
Who even owns Star Trek as a franchise? I actually don't know.
I can't wait for Disney to buy Star Trek.
That's
the only thing left.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like a Freaky Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, I'm in your body.
Yeah. Why'd you get so tall?
Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Or Freaky Jam or something like that. You're totally right. They're like, yeah, we'll include that you play baseball in the movie. We're just going to crap on it the whole time.
I think that's literally intertwined with the plot.
It is. Yeah, didn't he also, like, come back after he was really big into basketball and, like wasn't he part of the Wizards or whatever?
I really don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally know, for you guys at home, I literally know nothing about basketball.
I don't really either.
Everything that I know about basketball, I learned from this movie. All of it.
Yeah. This is what you believe basketball to be.
Yeah, whenever I go and I watch a game, normally I'm like, wait, where's the anvils?
Yeah.
All right.
The perfect way to end this 90s
freeze frame
journey.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear it, Christian. So, had you seen the movie before?
Time to set the record straight. The be-all and final conclusion.
Tonight on 60 Minutes, Christian Lilly finally tells all.
This movie is fine. That was incredibly short.
Yeah, it's way shorter than you thought it was, isn't it?
That was barely a movie, honestly.
Yeah, that could have been like a TV special, like a 45-minute TV special.
It honestly felt like something you'd see on like Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Just like or a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
That's like not really a movie.
Yep.
But it's just like another thing they pump out.
Yeah. What if Lilo and Stitch met the American Dragon? Like that kind of crossover.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, I think this one and the next one is like they're just fun. Like I don't want it to be good.
Yeah.
It's just like get Michael Jordan in there playing some basketball.
Yep.
Get the Looney Tunes in there, mix it up. I'll watch it.
I had fun.
Yeah.
It kept me entertained the whole time. I never get bored. I get to see some wacky shenanigans.
Plus, it has nostalgia, so.
Oh, yeah. Like,
even if you haven't seen it, you probably have nostalgia for it.
Exactly. Just because you lived in the era.
Yeah.
Except for those people who didn't. But, so for me, I would normally give it like a 6, but the nostalgia, like, bumps that right up to like an 8.5.
Well, I mean, movies have different, like, values.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like cinema, but like.
It's not trying to be cinema
I'd still give it a 7 because that's not what it's trying to do. It's just trying to, like.
Yeah.
Have a good time. And it's got a really good premise. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd give it a 7 any day.
There's definitely something about it that makes it more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
So, like, if you wanted to be a jerk, you could go through and nitpick and talk about, oh, this is bad.
You don't even have to nitpick. It's not a very well put together movie.
Yeah, but there's something special about Space Jam.
Yeah.
It's worth watching. And
it's a classic, even if it's not like
a classic.
Best. Yeah.
Well, this is why. So, you guys will sometimes hear me talk about like the numbers that I'll rate a movie on. I have another movie scale. I have a positive movie scale, which is like the actual quality of a movie, and then I have another movie scale, which is the negative, which is a negative scale, -1 through -10, and it's how enjoyable is the movie despite the objective quality being poor. What is there something to enjoy about this movie, ironically, or just an X factor that's not in the quality of the film?
Like, do I enjoy it even though it sucks? Basically.
Yeah, like Spider-Man 3 is like a -10.
Or like The Room.
Yeah, The Room is a -10.
Yeah.
Right? Even though in all actuality it's like a 3 in real life.
Yeah.
So, you don't want a movie that's like a -1 and a 1 because it's boring and bad.
Yeah, that's the worst it could be.
So, Space Jam is definitely one of those. It's like I'd give it like a 6.5, maybe a 7. But I give it like a -8, a -9 because it is just a blast to watch.
It just doesn't care.
It just doesn't care.
It doesn't care at all.
Like,
That's the charm.
Exactly. It's so sure of itself.
Yeah.
It's not trying to prove anything. It's not being preachy about it. Like, the message of this movie is you could believe in your dreams, I guess.
Yeah.
And even then, that's really just the first 5 minutes, like, because he had a dream to play baseball, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, it left. I feel like it cut the end where he ends up being good at baseball. It just cut that out. Didn't write that part in. We better finish up because we might run out of credits.
All right. Do you have any final thoughts?
7 out of 10. Is that where we're landing?
Well, I give it. I would give it like an 8.5. Just I love it that much.
What? Really?
Even though it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's simple film. That's all I have to say about it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Super Lilly Bros.
Sweet.
We'll see you next time on Space Jam.
Space Jam 2?
Space Jam
Possibly?
2, maybe? I don't know.
I didn't mean to secure that in the future. We might not, but we might.
Okay, no problem. See you later.
See ya.
You know what to do.
And if you don't, ask someone.